Hello, my name's Louise and I'm the founder and artistic director of ReActionTheatre based in Melbourne. Have you ever thought to yourself, I wish art galleries could be a bit more engaging? Sometimes you're in front of a work of art scratching your head and thinking, I don't understand this piece of work. And sometimes the plaque on the side of the painting doesn't really explain or give any kind of context. Well, what if we could bring an artwork alive? What if we could make it as engaging as a podcast or as a Netflix series? That is what we are trying to do with our piece, which is called Secret of the Raft. What we've tried to do is use all of the amazing technology that is around at the moment to bridge the gap between art and us as a spectator, and to really take ourselves into the artwork, to take us on a journey and to peel back the layers and to show us what it was, what was the inspiration for the artwork, and what is about it that makes it just a really timeless piece, and a piece that we can still engage with. And I'm really committed to breaking down barriers and giving a real new and a fresh perspective about an iconic artwork, which is called the Raft of the Medusa, and it was painted by Theodore Géricault in 1816. James Baldwin once said, "Artists are here to disturb the peace," and in fact this painting by Géricault really does epitomise that actual statement. Picture this, it's the 19th century and a huge frigate, the Medusa, is setting sail for Africa, and an incompetent captain's been put in charge and he runs the ship aground off the coast of Africa. There aren't enough lifeboats, and so 147 people are put upon a makeshift raft and are supposedly going to be towed to Africa. However, they cut the tow rope and they leave these hapless souls just drifting out to sea. They were expected, obviously, never to be seen again. However, after a couple of weeks, they do find 15 people on the raft, and this causes an absolute scandal in France and practically topples the monarchy. Theodore Géricault's painting is born from this tragic event. It's housed in the Louvre Museum in Paris. It's a massive painting and it speaks to the corruption of the time in the government, in the monarchy. And it really was a painting that disturbed the peace. It really did make the French confront their inhumanity. And so from that point of view, it does stand as a testament to the timelessness of this, of people in power not doing the right thing, and of man's inhumanity to man. I'd love to introduce you to our work called Secret of the Raft, which is a combination of 3D projection mapping, sound design, installation and live performance, working symbiotically to tell this story. So the technology isn't just a gimmick, it's actually amplifying and telling the story in a very visceral way, and bringing parts of the story alive in a way that is really groundbreaking. We've been working since 2016 on this work, and we've had some residencies, we've had some funding, which has been fantastic, but we really took a great leap forward when we started working with RMIT. We worked within the School of Design to bring different elements of the story alive with the 3D projection mapping and the sound design. We're harnessing the cutting edge technology to take our heroine, who is called Sarah, right into the heart of the painting and to take her on a journey through the layers of the artwork. And it's a really fascinating way of working. It's not gaming, it's not pure theatre, it's not pure film, but it's in an area that is really new and vibrant, and it's a very different way of working to traditional theatre practice.
Technology can be more than just a fancy add-on. It becomes this extra layer of storytelling, almost like an extra character, becoming a part of the performance itself. It's a way of blurring the lines between the modern and digital world. We are employing some modern-day cutting-edge tools such as Unreal Engine to tell stories in this digital era.
My name's Darren Verhagen. I'm an Associate Professor of Digital Media in the School of Design. RMIT has always prided itself on finding meaningful work-integrated learning opportunities for its students. And so when Louise came and approached us in 2019, we jumped at the opportunity to work with ReActionTheatre on Secrets of the Raft. It was a chance for us to integrate students from multiple programs in the school where we could have people working from animation, digital media, sound design, as well as industrial design, all collaborating on a project which is embedded in industry. So it's an opportunity to get industry kind of feedback on work that people were doing and explore the opportunities for creativity, critical thinking, as well as collaboration, all fundamentally important kind of skills that students need to learn within the university environment. One of the things that excited us about integrating technology within a theatrical kind of context is not only the creative possibilities that offers, but also the sustainability footprint that it affords. Ultimately, it's a very light set with a sustainable footprint. It's something that is eminently tourable, and a lot of the heavy lifting is being done by the technology rather than needing kind of like lots of flats and sets integrated into the production. One of the other things that interested us about this project was it became an opportunity to get students to think more laterally about how and where they might apply their skills. By using tools like Unity and Unreal Engine, which are traditionally used within a gaming kind of context, this became a chance for us to get them to think about how they might explore those abilities, but within a theatrical context rather than something like games.
Art shouldn't just be an historical snapshot, it should be moving, ever evolving and being recreated and reinvestigated in new and exciting ways. And with the technology we have now, that's a whole new layer of storytelling that we can use to really uncover what this artwork actually was. So as we conclude, I'd like you to imagine a world where every brushstroke, every pixel can make a change in the world. Please feel free to check out our work at ReActionTheatre.com.au, and we look forward to sharing our journey with you as we continue creating this work.